Look at this. 2 shirts on. That's how you know it's a Friday. I just wanted to jump on here because this book was sat on my desk for months. Paddock Shift by Alan Nation. I just looked at it and I thought, right, I've got to read that. That's been sitting there for way too long. Changing views on grassland farming. Can you hear me? Definitely. To be honest, guys, I just wanted to read this blurb on the back. It's really inspiring and really got me excited to read the book, as a blurb should. So well done, Alan. Alan Nation is a guy, he's an American farmer and writer. He passed away, sadly, in 2016. He was very well respected. Sadly, I didn't know about him then. I didn't get the chance to really hear from his thoughts whilst he was alive. But thankfully, he's left behind some amazing writing, some amazing insights, and some books. I'm going to read this for you. Agriculture for Thinking People. At its heart, management-intensive grazing is a thinking person's form of farming. It requires very little physical work, but a lot of thought and planning. In Paddock Shift, Changing Views on Grassland Farming, Alan Nation provides a wealth of thought-provoking ideas to shape your plans for a profitable grass farm, whether it's for beef, dairy, sheep, poultry, pigs, or goats. Nation's intention is to stay on the edge of change, to show examples of how people with minimal capital can become wealthy whilst respecting nature. Drawing on his background as a rancher's son, Nation's viewpoint blends lessons from the business world, history, philosophy, and innovative farming techniques. Each of the 50 chapters. Each of the 50 chapters in Paddock Shift will challenge your own thinking with practical common sense goals to enhance your grass farming operation. Then there's a quote from the book. I'll read that. Entrepreneurs are rebels who are willing to live at the margin of what exists and what is yet to exist. They draw their strength and comfort solely from the clarity of the vision of the future they will create for themselves. This means they have to take half-proven ideas and strategies, try them, and modify them to make them work. Read the biographies of successful people, and you'll learn every one of them spent years doing it wrong before they finally got it right. Many people see this living at the margin as risky, but the real risk in life is not living at the margin. Oh, man. So put your prejudices aside. Forget about how daddy and granddaddy did it. Quit that boring job. Put your labor where your love is and climb out here on the edge with Nation in Paddock Shift. It's guaranteed to change your view on grassland farming. It's probably guaranteed to change your view on life, by the sounds of it. Just from the insights are in this, I don't want to big it up. I haven't even read it, by the way, guys. So let this be accountability that I will read this, come back on, make another video of some key insights, what I thought about this, and what we can all learn from a guy like Alan Nation. He's got several books I want to read, but this is the only book I have of his at the minute. There's so many good American authors, but you have to ship books across the Atlantic if you want to read their stuff. So, but it's worth doing, I think. Yeah, I'm reading about 3 books at the minute. I'm a serial book switcher. Is that what they call it? Reading several at once, I never get one finished. But I don't really apologise. I think that's a good way of actually extracting the information you need at any one time. So yeah, stay tuned. I'll get into this. And let me say this. I think it's interesting. Firstly, how lucky are we to have people like this? I mean, if you're watching this, you're not going to know who this guy is, really. But let me tell you, it's a clever dude. I know that already. And I just thought how lucky we are to have like role models in my industry and like all over that have done such innovative things in a time when they would have been like chastised. Is that the word? Don't know. They would have been like changing the game and it would have insulted people to see what they're doing. But how lucky we are that people took that first step and they're inspiring others to do it. And they can write a book. You know, we've got paper, ink, publishers. You can write your thoughts down and share them. I mean, I'm a really keen reader. I like reading. I've learned so much. I wouldn't, you know, I don't brag about reading. It's more of the fact that without reading, I don't think I would have learned a lot in life. I've learned some pretty key insights already. I'm young still, but I'm very grateful for the books I've been able to get my hands on, read. I just don't think I would have been very, this is more of a self-depreciating comment. I don't think I would have been a very well-rounded person had I not sort of been able to read some other people's work and critically think about what they are doing and what they're saying. So very, very grateful for that. It's interesting. The other insight, I'll have to update whether I think this is the case once I've read the book. But it's interesting how I think a lot of these insights in my industry, in farming and cattle management, livestock management, land management, come from America often, just because there's been that perfect collection of situations, of factors that has meant that their industries had to change really drastically, or will have to change more drastically to be able to survive. Climate being one. In the UK, it's just like we could fuck up, sorry for swearing, and we'd probably be fine still. In America, like, it's all on fire at the minute. That's an exaggeration. Texas is on fire. But like, there's some really harsh climates. So in order to survive, you need to find the most efficient way of doing things. And some of these innovators have been able to do that. Aside from, you know, there's other factors that put the brakes on that. Like we've had it here in the EU. There's things like subsidies where our work is subsidised regardless of what practices we use, and that sort of slows down progress, slows down real organic innovation. Right, stay tuned. I'll read it, I promise. Take care.